pum la 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 parum purum pum la 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 parum purum pum la 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 around the way. Beautiful clouds, where you are, there are beautiful clouds, where you are, oh, oh.
I, Engineer Babunale J. Ejabo, present myself to you.
It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's
the pressure is getting. The pressure is getting. The pressure is getting.
It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's
3 days to the election. 3 days to the election. Yet to petrol. Yet to petrol. And yes, sir. 3 days. Maybe see another can say, oh, one. That's how. Young, see about 3 days to the election. You have to petrol. Hey, you can say we and I say the same.
I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer on earth. He's a liar. Say, Edubuahin, one contested because not Oya. This man is a liar. Today I tell you he's a liar. You shouldn't vote for a liar. A man who is lying to have power. Wow.
Presidential candidate name Abano so kakra essay parliamentary candidates. But parliamentary candidates over there local problems are more into who was on the vote to local. At this 2024, over 75% of constituencies in Ghana, yet to parliamentary candidates, all the presidential candidates. Even see that before, there was something of no travel, and we have before a majority of parliament. Now, yet to some who are NPC food the assembly MP. And my majority of parliament. The NPC for prayer. John Mahama. Take it. Now, one day, NPC are majority of parliament. Yeah, parliamentary candidates in our Ghana, over 75% a year, say presidential candidate. Maybe I have some new Kasa, the catch there. That's a constituency. We campaign one more day, which have simply now Kasa a question. And so we are paying off who Samuel Nipa 8,271 and to one. And so we do our loss.
Me metuma ba ama me ho one as former general secretary. Me dey me tumufo. Yes, the order from when he aviase, on strivers. Me 10 years more power in mu say bu medinda. 2020 President Akufo-Addo ono an e frɛ me fa phone. Frɛ me say me meboa no me nya de me yema no 1998. Me ni chingana ha nyina ye be pie mu ha and I'm ready. Obubo nipa na me di kan ho. But what is me come say
It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions.
The pressure is getting. The pressure is getting.
3 days to the election. 3 days to the election. Yet to petrol. Yet to petrol. And yes, sir. 3 days. Maybe see another can say, oh, one. That's how. Young, see our 3 days to the election. You're going to petrol. Hey, you're presenting me and I'm saying the same.
I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer on earth. He's a liar. Say, Edubuahin, one contested him because not Oya. This man is a liar. Today, I tell you, he's a liar. You shouldn't vote for a liar. A man who is lying to have power. Wow.
Presidential candidate name Abano was so kakra essay parliamentary candidates. Or parliamentary candidates who have the local problems of mobility who was on the vote to local. I just said 2024, over 75% of constituencies in Ghana, yet to parliamentary candidates, the presidential candidate.
Albeit with some anxiety, as no one knew who would emerge winner. The Congress started off without Mr. J.A. Kufuor, one of the aspirants. When he did come, the chairman of the party, Mr. Peter Ala Ajete, was delivering his speech.
What is important, ladies and gentlemen, is that at the end of the day, when one person emerges as our presidential flag bearer, all of us, in truth and honesty, to gird our loins and without denying or withholding anything from such a flag bearer, support him and back him to the hilt so that he will be accepted not just by our party, but what is more important, by the country at large.
Each of the contestants was proposed by 2 delegates. Then came the actual voting. All the delegates were asked to go out, leaving the room empty. After that, all the 2,000 delegates were called, constituency by constituency, to cast their votes. One could see anxiety written on the faces of all. And for a good 4 hours, the delegates went through the voting procedures, which were followed by another 2 hours of counting. Then came the moment everybody was waiting for, the announcement of the results.
Out of the valid votes cast, Dr. Dan Selby had 24 votes, which comes to 1.2%. 1.2% of the valid votes cast. Dr. Asafo Adu had 42 votes, and that amounts to 2.1 of the valid votes. Then Dr. Jones Oforata had 69 votes. That is 3.5%. Then Mr. J.H. Mensah had 110 votes, which is 5.5% of the valid votes.
Professor Dubois had 711. And that is 35.7%. Mr. J. Kufuor had 1,034.
The losing candidates first pledged their support to the winner, Mr. J.A. Kufuor.
Naturally, I am disappointed, but I am not discouraged. Democracy is at work. The people have made their decision. We now have a leader of this party, and all of us who are committed NPP will put our energies and service at his disposal, work as hard as possible to ensure that victory comes to NPP 1996.
I would like to congratulate him and want to assure him that he can count on me. We should know that this is just a means to an end.
I would like to
Asantemando wusi den kasa bomba hapiem. Minsem nyina hye mikim dan kwama na betrim. Eso bi si da fi Canada besi e bi prem. Anka me pa ba so asanteman si die besi bia ni nsuo bebo ye kra ye tirem. Odo amachia me refida. Inti bibi sa se dentina. Mocha modo amarehu aka mi say mo hunti ya do tamfo hihye nyina. Kame ne hwan me twebo tan asante die beye musuo ne san. Me hye wo pem so na wo ma me kwan. Afa na mehu sa asante your mind. Yeah. Asante your mind. You can't say now Asante.
The pressure is getting.
It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's
The pressure is getting.
Wait ye ye Asantemando wusi den kasa bomba hapiem. Minsem nyina hye mikim dan kwama na betrim. Eso bi si da fi Canada besi e bi prem. Anka me pa ba so asanteman si die besi bia ni nsuo bebo ye kra ye tirem. Odo amachia me refida. Inti bibi sa se dentina. Mocha modo amarehu aka mi say mo hunti ya do tamfo hihye nyina. Kame ne hwan me twebo tan asante die beye musuo ne san. Me hye wo pem so na wo ma me kwan. Afa na mehu sa asante your mind.
After our defeat, I had a sober reflection because there's something that worries me in this party. When you have worked hard for this party and you are no more in your office, you are treated as if you are a forgotten face. And so I built a proposal. And I said to the party, if we want to rebuild our party, we need to make sure all former executives from polling stations, electoral area, constituency executives, regional executives, national executives, former ministers, former DCEs, they should all be given a voting right. And it was captured in this document that I authored on the 17th of April to the National Council. But I was the one who submitted this, went round, campaigned on radio, met the committee that was headed by my colleague Frank Davis, and eventually, although we didn't get everything, I would have wished that to reduce the monetization that politics has become recently, that we will have more people voting, especially if they had allowed the former polling station executive. Can you imagine the enthusiasm? Today I can see the enthusiasm on the faces of the former officers. I went to a constituency and some of them had not met for 14 years. That was the first time they were meeting. We need to rebuild this party. So that is the vision that I have, a vision of uniting this party, making everybody feel a sense of belonging. And I'm not saying this just as mere words. The examples I've given you show that that's how I've lived my life.
In the great story In the great story of the New Patriotic Party, they are from the heart of the savannah to the soul of the northeast to the spirit of the northern region.
Make sure that reasoning prevails.
We are in Northeast region, Wale constituency.
In Dr. Bawumia's home constituency of Wale, the journey became history. The custodians of the party did not only receive him, they crowned him with respect and trust, humbly stopping him from delivering his message. For them, his message had already traveled ahead of him.
He doesn't need to talk to us to vote for him. All the Northeast region and then the Wale constituency, we have decided and declared our support 100% for him.
The song the people were singing was nothing but a song of appreciation. Don't tell us what we should do. We know what we have to do.
In Yagaba Kubore, Sola and Damongo, the journey took a new meaning. Delegates rose not because they were told to, but because they believed. They believed that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the bridge between every part of the NPP, between loyalty and the future.
They have misread the NPP. Obia, a student of NPP politics. Now I study NPP politics. NPP is a national political party.
The pressure is getting.
It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's getting. It's getting tensions now. It's getting tensions now. It's getting very tensions. It's
Government is broke, government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where's that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM on your radio dial. Please tell a friend to tell a friend that you can watch, you can listen to the show. If you can't watch on TV, you can listen to us on 94.1 FM on your radio dial. My name is Aldo Moro. I want to say big thanks to you, our cherished viewers, for tuning in every morning to watch the show. We appreciate you, we cherish you, we value you, and I want to say a big thanks for you for staying the course. I also want to say a big thanks to the Almighty Allah for making it possible for us to return here to join the nation's conversation on the big, massive issues that are going around in our dear country, Ghana. Today is the 20th of January 2024 and 2026, sorry about that, 2026. And this is the day the Lord has made. Indeed, we're glad in it. I want to say that, anyway, Dieu merci, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. So go straight ahead and look at what the newspapers are reporting this morning. Front page is what I'm talking about. Daily Graphic is what I want to start with. There's 98% of land can't be registered. Owners at risk in dispute. Oforiatta's case, Arthur Kennedy urges voluntary return. Aikwe to Bach's trial in absentia. Name airport after Kwame Nkrumah, not Kotoka. Renewed advocacy. Immigration Council unveils new project for border protection. That's for the Daily Graphic for today. And then also you have the Ghanaian Times. The Ghanaian Times says, NACOC bust notorious drug queen in Buduburam raid. And no increase in cement price manufacturers. Prudential Bank shines in customer experience rankings. There's AIB strengthens Ghana's aviation safety framework. Transport Minister. 240 tons of fresh tomatoes supplied to markets to address shortage. That's for the front page of today's Ghanaian Times. The Daily Guide. Heathgold pays 136 million cedis liabilities to former workers. Ken opens wide lead in NPP race. NPP flag bearer race aspirants to sign peace pact. Bamia beats peace drums. Dubai, India account for 98% small-scale gold exports. The Insight. Election Watch demands police intervention to ease rising tensions in NPP primary. Trade Minister hails fall in cement prices, thumbs up exchange rate stability. Rekindle the flame of Pan-African solidarity. VIVA urges Africa in historic visit to Guinea. Timber monitoring team steps on a powerful toes as police arrest the aide. Central East Regional Police Command bust 3 suspects in car stealing syndicate. Adenta's new MC moves to end schools under trees permanently. And there's the United States, gangsterism and bullying must be resisted on the streets. Left parties in India declare. The New Republic. Bring Ken home. Angry mob storms U.S. Embassy to drag VIP fugitive former minister home to face justice. And there's OMC bosses in jabs over who wins and loses floor prize raise as public hails Mahama. And then there's Oforiatta dilemma, a test of power, justice, and public trust. NACOB night raid Buduburam, drug queen busted. And there's Rich Hospital scandal forces ministry's hands. The Daily Post this morning is reporting that 37 military hospital commend NHIA for prompt claims payments, and as IES defends NPA price floor policy amid debate over fuel pricing. TOR can cut Ghana's fuel imports by half, a fully revived deputy MD. And then there's the Okay, so I guess that's it for the Daily Post for today. Let me end with the Business and Financial Times. In fact, it's the last but not the least, most definitely. Now, the Business and Financial Times this morning says, gateway to country shouldn't be named after coup leader. There's equity rally mask deep concentration risk. And it says record gains, narrow foundations in stock market. A banner year exposes fault line in equity market. Government tightens grip on informal metal trade. Cuts calls for Accra City Transportation Authority as commuters' crisis worsens. And then there's Kake Automobile Services and Repairs launches to revolutionize the industry. That's it for the Business and Financial Times. Let me just go straight ahead and look at what the online portals are reporting. So I'll start with the City Newsroom. That says that the government to approve auctioning of 300 Metro Mass Transit buses. And there's the IFC injects up to $300 million US dollars to stabilize Ghana's cocoa supply chain. Offerta to appear in US court over immigration case today. And that's with the City Newsroom. Let me now check out what's on Ghana Web for today. Ghana Web is reporting that NPP primaries candidate Japan founded tirade against Bamia exposes leadership weakness. I almost died after a robbery encounter. Kojo Manuel shares experience. That's on Ghana Web. And there's Galamsey, a stupid comfort for human ultimate destruction. That's it with the Ghana Web. Now, what's on myjoyonline.com? Let me check that out quickly. So on MyJoy Online, okay, sorry about that. So MyJoy Online, Offerta to face U.S. court today over immigration status as Ghana pushes extradition. The whole nation wants Kennedy. Amewu makes strong case for Ejapon. Amwa being open to public service but sets clear conditions. Now, when you believe in God, things become easier. Amwa being opens up on faith and survival. All right. Now, MetroTVOnline.com. Your MetroTVOnline.com, my MetroTVOnline.com, our MetroTVOnline.com, the best. I can say that confidently. Now, it says 1 year after Obuasi shooting, families still wait for justice as support arrives. And there's UTAG UG calls for resignation of GTEC DG. There's a deputy over administrative overreach. And there's lack of reliable trade data hurting Ghana's planning, IEAG. And then finally, we also have Ghana's High Commissioner to UK, that's Saba Zeta Benton, named among 1,000 Ghanaians PAR List 2025. All right, so that's it for our newspaper, an online review. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana. My guests are here. I'll be introducing them shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
I'm a branch manager.
Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 2 times a day. Brush with Kel-Kit.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel-Kit toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky chicky whiter, chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel-Kit, happy smile.
The festive season is here again, and your most preferred estate partner is giving you 25% discount on land sale. Yes, for our Bronya Asase promo, Estate Masters is offering this massive discount for outright purchases. This includes free indenture, free site plan, and a free site visit. So what are you waiting for? Rush now and secure a plot of land while it is still hot. Reach out to us using the numbers below or visit our website at www.estatemastersgh.com. Estate Masters, your most preferred estate partner.
Good morning, Mr. Ding.
Good morning, Ejako. And why do you keep staring at my rubbish container?
I'm surprised you're still using a bin without a cover. You know it can cause a mess.
My bin is just fine. Look, there is no leakage, still solid and robust. If you will excuse me, I have work to do.
Yo.
Dustbins are a great way of keeping trash off the streets and homes. However, the use of bins without fitting covers poses a challenge with stench from rotten items, flies, and scavengers. Keep the environment clean and healthy. Get dustbins with fitting covers.
In every school, there is history. In every homecoming, there is pride. But in 2025, pride became competition. From convoys that shook the streets to colors worn with honor, from powerful reunions to legacy projects that will stand forever. Metro TV asked one bold question: which school truly owned the legacy in 2025? Welcome to School's Homecoming 2025. Who is who? Send your school name, convoy videos, speech and prize giving highlights, and your 2025 legacy projects to 0550 090-702. School's Homecoming, My School, My Pride. This event is sponsored by Zoom Lion and Appointed Time Printing. School's Homecoming 2025 is a Metro TV event supported by Original TV, Original 91.9 FM, and Metro Digital.
Okay, so this is Nima Guel. I did a video yesterday where they were sharing free breakfast for their customers, and today they are getting ready. They are getting ready for another breakfast for their customers. So this is Guel Nima. Okay, and then so after this video, I am here this morning, and so they want to fill my car tank. Can you imagine? This manager is so good. Boss, what your friend say? You don't want to come, that's fine. So he's the manager for you are the manager, right? Wow, so he's the manager for Nimago, and he's treating his customers to free breakfasts. Okay, so as you can see in your shots, oh yes, please, free breakfast. That's good. And yes, they are feeling free tongue. I'm super excited right now. Super excited. Boss, thank you so much.
All right. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. And I always want to say a big thanks for joining us on the show. And let me say that my guests are seated, and we'll kickstart with a conversation shortly. Now, let me say that one of them is a man who hasn't been here in a while, in a long while. Why not? He's a very busy man. He's not just the leader of the youth front of the MPP, but he's also an entrepreneur. He's a businessman, so he's always busy trying to manage and run his companies. And so he hardly makes time, but today he's been able to make time to join us. I'm talking about Salam Mustafa, who's the National Youth Organizer of the NPP, and he's with us this morning. Also joining us this morning is a very, very good friend of mine. He's almost like a brother. His name is Cletus Sedo Dapla, who's a member of parliament for the Jirapa constituency, but he's also the deputy chair for the Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration Committee of Parliament. That's Cletus Sedu Dapla. And so, yeah, it's an all-northern affair. Yes, the northern part of Ghana, not northern region, the northern part of Ghana. It's all northern affair, all of us here. Thanks for joining us once again. We appreciate you. So, Salam. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, my brother. Yes. You don't look for me. I'm so abundant like water.
Oh, it's not possible.
I am.
You a calm guy.
I'm always around watching you sit here and do your thing. Yes, that's my brother.
I hear you.
I say my brother will not even call and say, how is your brother doing?
Yes.
Good to see you.
No, good to see you. Good to see you. It is always a pleasure to have you join us.
My pleasure as well. And since this is the first time meeting you this year, and the first time on your network as well.
Right, for 2026.
For 2026, let me take this opportunity to say a Happy New Year to you, your wonderful production team.
Thank you very much.
All the wonderful viewers of Metro TV. Yeah, it's good to be back.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yes.
Your youth wing has been, or one of those just youth wing, but your party has been in a position for
A year
and a bit.
Some few days.
How has life been? I mean, you were not in power per se. It was your party that was in power, but asking you as a person, because you didn't get any appointment, did you?
I was a presidential staffer.
Oh, you were a presidential staffer?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in the office of the vice president.
Which is almost equivalent to a deputy minister, isn't it? In terms of salary and other conditions of service.
Well, in terms of rank.
Okay,
yes,
in terms of rank.
Emoluments to yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They are on the same.
Almost on the same.
Yeah.
Okay. But tell me, is it more like a party structure that the youth organizer of the party must be a presidential staffer, or it just depends on who the president is?
No, it is not. It depends on the situation at the time. Yes, it's discretionary.
Okay.
It depends on the situation at the time.
Right.
When we won 2016, I was deputy national youth organizer at the time.
Okay.
And most of the campaigns we did up and down, I was running around with the vice presidential candidate at the time. And after the election, he thought that we should continue to work together. So he invited me to join him at his office, and I did accept the offer and join. But if you followed, my boss at the time, Samir Uku, did not take an appointment, and he became board chair for YE. Yes, and subsequently became national organizer of the party.
Right.
And then later on, DG for NLA, and now the MP for Equatorial North. You know, Nana B, my immediate past national youth organizer, and the current national organizer, he was deputy executive secretary at the time. That was the designation at NSS, you know. And when he became national youth organizer, he moved away. He resigned from the position because you can't hold the two in tandem. So this is how our structure has run in the last 8 years. So it is not a practice from our side, you know, but be it as it may, whoever is in the seat, depending on the dynamics, you know, appointments are made in that direction. If you remember, 2017, our national women organizer then, Otiko Jaba, was appointed, was made minister for women and children affairs.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, it cuts across.
Right.
Yes, the different structures of the party and officers as well, depending on your interest.
But let me ask you this, Salam. Rather than making these decisions or appointments discretionary, i.e. the president at his own, you know, at his own will decides that he wants to make the youth organizer maybe a YEA board chairman, wants to make either the YEA board chairman, or wants to make a presidential staffer, or make the national women's organizer the women's and children's minister, or women, or whatever you want to, you know, social protection, depending on which nomenclature you want to adopt. Don't you think that perhaps it is time for the parties to codify some of these things and to let whoever your flag bearer is who could potentially become the president of this country to know that, look, okay, if you become president, as for our party, our youth organizers, this is how they are treated. Our women organizers, this is how they are treated. Maybe you can leave the general secretary and the national chairman off, and even that, arguably so, because somebody can make a counter argument. But youth organizer, women's organizer, because because of the peculiar and the strategic role that it play, i.e., you're talking about the youth, so more or less like close to the vulnerable side of our society, young people and all the issues that they have. You're talking about women, you know. So, why doesn't the party make it a policy that the Kazu, this is what you're supposed to do, so that you don't have to go and lobby for any kind of position as a national youth organizer with all the problems that you're facing, because everybody's coming to either for jobs or for one form of support or something, then you know that this is where you are. And of course, in African Ghanaian politics, when you find yourself in a certain position, you are better off. Not necessarily because you want to steal, but it's a position and there are opportunities that come with it. You know what I mean? Rather than I leave it to discretion, you can decide not to even appoint me or appoint the National Women's Organizer. I don't know what you think. And we codify it, make it like a policy, a party policy. Do you think parties must get there at some point?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. But if you watch the political atmosphere, essentially everybody appointed in one way or the other is a party person.
Right.
And works within the structures of the party, either from communication to organization to mobilization and so on and so forth. In 2025, last year, when His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama took office, my colleague, National Youth Organizer, was made a minister for youth empowerment and development. Hitherto that portfolio did not exist. It was created, and it looks like it is a split between the sports ministry and development and youth development. So it is okay. I maintain this honest opinion that there must be equal power sharing between party and government. Most of the times when we are done with elections, you see, it is the party that delivers
the government
elections.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And a government is formed out of it. Most often than not, after government is formed, you see that power gravitates towards government and leaves the party a bit hollow.
Right.
We suffered it, and it is quite glaring that the NDC is beginning to suffer same. And I hold the opinion that there must be some level of power sharing between the two. However, and whichever position you view it from, people who also leave party and go into government, it also becomes difficult to continue to do hardcore party work. So it is, I would say that it is between the hard rock and between the hard place and the rock.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing to do. But there must be a very delicate balancing act that ensures a free flow of synergy between party and government. It's very, very crucial.
So the point is, rather than making it compulsory or making it a must for the president to appoint certain national officers into certain government positions, for whatever reason, you think that we should maintain the status quo where the president decides whether they want to work with the National Youth Organizer in what capacity or the National Women's Organizer in what capacity? He must take that discretionary decision.
No. After elections,
okay.
I mean, conversations should be had.
Okay.
Someone may opt that I don't want to go into government.
Okay.
In that case, you cannot force the person to take an appointment.
True.
So that's why conversations must be had, and issues put on the table. So if the youth organizer is looking for a certain appointment, it is put on the table and discussed, because it's not just going to an individual. You are going with a certain group, because under me I have constituent youth organizers, regional youth organizers and their deputies. I have a student wing, TESCON, student blocks and so on and so forth, diaspora. So it's a whole huge block that if appointment is going to, conversations must be had as to how the person taking the appointment is able to look back and take care of the block that is being given. So I believe that indeed people who work for power to come must be rewarded. That one is a must.
Okay.
It is not fair that people spend time, energy, resources, take power and they are left unattended to. When you do that, you demoralize not just the person, but people looking up to the person.
Right.
Those he has worked with over the period, and the entire value chain, if you don't take time, might break. So we ought to look at these things and take them, into account as we proceed with campaigns and how positions are shared when power eventually comes. I don't think that any president will look in the face of the youth leader and say, I will not appoint you because of the critical role we play as far as the political dynamics is concerned. The country is largely youthful, and some of the things we do, we can't speak about it on radio, TV, but it is quite a lot, when you understand the political construct. So it is difficult for, a leader to look at you in the face and say that I will not reward you, and other, office holders in the party, because
what is surprising, and I'm curious to pick Sedu Dapelé's view on this, because he also understands really how party structures work, especially when it comes to relationship with the government. Because, I want to assume and think and believe that one of the reasons why political parties appoint their national officers into government positions is meant to bridge this gap that you're talking about, this gap between party and government, so that the synergy is there. Surprisingly, parties will still lose power because the grassroots are saying that nobody is listening to them, and nobody cares about them. They'll be taking care of
them. They call, you don't answer.
Yes, so
it's the charge we take every single day.
So what's the problem with the model? Because you get it, the whole idea is
it's not the model, it's the numbers.
Okay.
It's not the model.
Okay, explain to me. What is it? It's the numbers.
It's the numbers.
Okay.
So I wake up and I have about maybe 200, 300 calls in a day.
Right.
Assuming I have 10,000 to spend in a day. And I know that maybe 10 calls will exhaust that 10,000.
Right.
Okay. So when I exhaust that 10,000, all the other calls, what do you do? So this is where the conundrum lies.
I see.
It is the numbers, because we are dealing with huge numbers. Vote for the party, work for the party, and everybody is demanding their pound of flesh, and deservedly so. But the capacity to meet all at the same time is non-existent. You cannot. Even the president, who is the repository of power, is not able to appoint everybody at the same time. So you who is an appointee, and much more at the mercy of the people, they can easily call you, they know where to find you. You are more or less, maybe for the want of a better word, bombarded with the pressure. Then, you begin to maybe ration, because that's what we essentially do. You pick some calls, you're unable to pick some. Look, it's just nice if everybody calls, you're able to answer and deliver to them what they want.
But realistically, it's not possible.
But realistically, it's so difficult to. I have a touching experience. One morning, a young man called me. I think this should be about 8:30 thereabout, Moro. He called me and told me that the wife was at the hospital and that he's been asked to buy some drugs. He needs 500 cedis. They say that if he doesn't buy those particular drugs, the wife will die. Honestly, this person I didn't know, but he knows me, and he mentions to me where we met. I said, okay, no problem. So I was contemplating whether I should send the money or not, because this is somebody I cannot easily recollect. Upon second thought, I decided that let me send it. So I sent the 500 cedis to the person. Then an hour later, the person calls me and says that, oh, I have received the money, but I'm sorry to tell you that she didn't make it.
Oh. No.
You see, if I didn't send it, wallahi, this person would have held me in contempt for the rest of his life, that if I'd sent the money, the wife would have survived. So it is something that has kept me on my toes all the time, that when I hear some things, no matter what, I try to meet, up to them. It's issues of health, school, education. When you tell me that you're not able to write your exam, and that because you have not registered, you have not paid your school fees, I cannot sleep. But these are a lot of the issues we deal with, very, very thorny issues, and they fuel the angst and anger in the base all the time. And I have said time without number, it will be the revolving wheel that will take parties in and out of government. Because every day you will be able to meet some demands and not be able to meet a lot of demands. And those that we are not able to meet, they feel peeved and feel left out and behind. Not knowing sometimes that you are not in the capacity to give, but they feel that, how can National Youth Organizer, you get up and say you don't have money? Because they value the position for you. They assume that the position is value a certain amount and you are worth it. And you must also strive to meet it. And that is the conundrum we have been running over the period of time.
It's a very complex.
It's a very complex, job.
Of course, I have some follow-up questions. I'll come back to you. Yeah. I'll come back to you on this.
But on this, let me, say happy New Year to my brother. Yes, Cletus Dakula. It's my very good brother.
No,
it's my good brother.
This is right.
I will do at the right time.
Well, you haven't received the calling yet.
I've always received. I have other people I want to.
You sponsor.
I want to let them go.
You've not been called yet.
Yeah. How many people I want to go? This year I have not less than 5 people to take to Hajj.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not.
I have not less than 5 people to take to Hajj.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
from my constituency, not family.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a constituency.
Yeah, from my constituency, not
so
family.
Is it like every year you have a certain quota?
No. It's not. I'm doing it myself. I'm not aware of any quota. Okay. I'm just doing it myself. I like to do it.
When I say quotas, I know you're sponsoring this. I'm saying that, is it your policy that every year you must sponsor somebody? Maybe 2
well,
people,
if you can,
okay, if
you have the resources and can do it, it's zakat.
Yeah.
It's alms giving as well. Mm-hmm. If you are able to do it, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
but you don't want
Moro, I've been telling you, in all this we do, you hear somebody, you can hear that this person died 500 years ago. This person died 200 years ago. But you haven't heard anybody who has lived on this earth for 200 years. I haven't heard that before. So it tells all of us that all that we are doing around the earth here is just temporal.
True.
So everybody should pave a way for your hereafter.
Right.
If indeed, heaven and hell exists, we should all pave the way for it and write our good deeds. Good morning to my brother. Salam. Happy New Year to you.
Many, many happy returns.
Yeah, I'm not reaching out because I know you are busy. So I'll reach out after 31st.
You are busy.
Why is busy? It's our next topic. We'll get there.
So, good morning, my brother Moro. Good morning to your distinguished viewers and to my Jirapa people. I'm very grateful for your support always. I won't let you down. I keep on telling you that I'm one person who got some political grooming from the days of even my own father. I started political grooming from my father was NDC regional treasurer from 1994 to 2009.
Okay.
Many people don't know this. And as a young boy, I used to run around him. Then I became political conscious very early.
Oh, I see.
Then I Fortunately, he was working with our late MP, may so rest in peace, the late Edward Salia, who was, my dad was an accountant, so we are like a family. So I started politics, some grooming from him.
Okay.
We were his anchor in the 2008 elections and all of that. Then I jumped to become party secretary, DC. They've always supported me, and I will not let them down.
Your father must have been a good man.
Oh, honestly, he was. I'm not the one saying it. He was. My father was a father to everybody.
Okay.
I used to criticize him that, look, you share money to everybody. Everybody problem is your problem. I didn't know I would come.
You go admit it.
No, he told me before he passed. He told me you are even worse than me. You used to accuse me for always trying to help people, but I can see you are even going to be worse than me. So I may so rest in peace.
You know the story of the piglet asking the pig.
Why is your nose very long?
Yeah.
You drink a bit.
I used to. But I remember we used to do. He wanted us to do cashew planting.
Okay.
Then we started to plant cashew from 1989.
Okay.
We started in 89. Then every year we'll do some number of acres every year. Then ADRA used to give us rice, wheat, oil, and those things just to encourage cashew farming those days.
Okay.
Then my father will call everybody in the community and be sharing the rice. And I said, let's sell and make money. He said, no, we don't have to. People are hungry. Let's give it to them. I said, we go to work, they bring our stuff.
But down south here, they don't know ADRA.
Yeah.
They don't know ADRA.
They don't know ADRA.
Those of us grew up in the north.
Who know ADRA.
Okay.
It's an organization. It was an NGO.
An SDA.
SDA. Okay.
It's Adventist Development something.
Relief something. The agency. Yeah. They used to do it to motivate people into cashew farming and all of the You know.
Oh, that's interesting.
So Moro, we've also been around for some time, and I'm always happy to my people. I appreciate them for their support always.
Yeah. Anyway, so you know what? Let me set the context. I know you've been listening to what Salam and I have been discussing or conversing about. So if you take the NDC, for instance, you have George Oparado, we all call him Pablo, your very good friend, who is now the Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment. You have Hannah Bisu, your National Women's Organizer, who is now the Administrator for the Mineral Development Fund. You have Sami Jane, who is a National Communications Officer. He's now at Gold Board as the Chief Executive Officer. Malik Basintale is his deputy. He's now with YEA as the boss. And then you have the likes of, I don't know what Akogan's position now is. I don't know whether he's at the presidency. I don't know. I don't have any information on Akogan. I don't have any information about Kakre Sama, who's the Director of Communications. But your national chairman, that's Johnson Asidu Nkete. I do know he's a board chair, right? I think it was Ghana Ports. Yes, Gapuha, I believe so. I think so. Yes. I don't know about his other vice, the likes of Sofa Sokenko. I don't know what positions they've taken. But I'm saying that quite clearly you can tell that for the two major political parties, your national officers tend to take up certain positions. And I'm sure you've got very, very good reasons. Now, one of the reasons that, as I can guess, and as we've heard some of our politicians tell us in the past, is to strengthen or is to foster a certain relationship or is to deepen the relationship between party and government. So I've been trying to find out from Salam Mustafa that how come with all this arrangement, you still have a situation where party full soldiers say they won't come out and vote for the party. So you have the president, you build the roads, you give electricity, the economy may look good, and so on and so forth. Corruption may not necessarily be a big issue. But the party soldiers, the party's rank and file will say they will not come out and vote. And what I'm even talking about is at a national level. In fact, if you go down there, some of them are coordinators of all kinds of things, school feeding, national health insurance, something. There's always something for constituency executives and regional executives and so on. So how then does the party then struggle to take care of a chunk, not everybody, but a chunk of their rank and file, for which reason sometimes you can get as many as 20%, 30% who say they'll come out and vote and the party goes to opposition. Well, how does that happen? And I'm told that we have to take a break. So that once you start flowing, we don't have to stop you. Please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Don't go anywhere.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Ebusiafo ye mama kwaba eba Children's Palace. Nkwala nyema nyina fie enyi. Yonkwala ntade mani mema nyina ntare nyina wase. Yonkwala shoes, yonkwala duane, yonkwala wipes, yonkwala diapers, yonkwala toys, baby coat. In fact, bibia opama umanyina obenye biwa ase.
Located at East Legon Hills, Nana Krom KFC. Contact us on 059 6377 172. Children's Palace. Happy children, happy fashion. See you soon. Bye bye.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson,
Me didn't tum. Mr. Freddy Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Freddy once now.
Hey, that's a new.
Improve car.
Yeah. Captain
Mosquito, double the accent. Me did a sasso spray. Mr. Freddy sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso.
Come on, Tom Preco.
No matter how convenient it may seem, tossing your litter out of the car is a bad habit. Aside the potential in causing road accidents, it's bad for the environment. Let's keep our roads safe and clean. Keep a trash bag in your vehicles for your litters.
In every school, there is history. In every homecoming, there is pride. But in 2025, pride became competition. From convoys that shook the streets to colors worn with honor. From powerful reunions to legacy projects that will stand forever. Metro TV asked one bold question: which school truly owned the legacy in 2025? Welcome to School's Homecoming 2025. Who is who? Send your school name, convoy videos, speech and prize giving highlights, and your 2025 legacy projects to 0550 090 702. School's Homecoming, my school, my pride. This event is sponsored by Zoom Lion and Appointed Time Printing. School's Homecoming 2025 is a Metro TV event supported by Original TV, Original 91.9 FM, and Metro Digital.
We're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. This show is live on 94.1 FM. I repeat it, the kinds of things that we say off air, we can't repeat them on air. Nah, you can't. Otherwise, there will be Armageddon. So we'll keep it off the air conversation. That's how I'll describe them. Anyway, so Salah Mustafa is here, the national organizer of the MPP, and yes. Oh. Why? Are you aspiring to become national organizer?
Yes.
Oh, I'm youth organizer.
I'm youth organizer now. You have elevated me.
The national organizer.
Yeah.
Oh,
may God make it true.
Inshallah. So I have actually broken the news on the show. I didn't know.
Oh, I've said it several times.
In some other platforms, but not here.
Yes.
What I didn't know you wanted to become national organizer.
Oh, I will go.
So Nanabi is not going anymore.
Yes, Nanabi is not.
He has other plans.
Yes.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. Wow. Why, you're tired of being youth organizer?
No, we have an age injunction.
Yeah. Because you are now you're about 40.
I have crossed the.
It's usually for people below 40 and below. Okay.
Yeah, so
you don't qualify.
At the time I was running, I was still in the 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I think all my years running around, climbing trees and putting posters and tying flags.
Anyway, that's good. But I know, of course, energy is there. I just said it, Joe, but of course, you're a very strong young man. Anyway, so, Sedu.
Yes.
Party people have been drafted into government. The idea is to make sure that they take care of, parties, rank and file. And yet, after 4 years, the votes will diminish. And some of the reasons is party apathy. And then after 8 years, sometimes, it gets worse. I beg you, please do me this favor. I beg you. My understanding is that there's some demonstration happening in town. And the former national chairman and former candidate of the PNC, Bernard Mona, is the one convening the protest. We don't know what the protest is all about. Bernard Mona likes demonstrations a lot. So let's speak to Bernard Mona and find out what this whole protest is all about. Bernard Mona, can you please hear me? Good morning. Hey, Arise Ghana pickets American Embassy. Bring back Ken Ofori-Atta. Oh, I see. All right. So, Bernard. Hello, Ben. Can you hear me? Hello, Ben. Please unmute your microphone. We cannot hear you because you have muted it. And so even when you speak to us, we can't hear. So please unmute it. But I know you can hear me. So please unmute your mic. Hello, Mr. Mona. Hello, Ben. Okay, so Bernard Mona and his group called Arise Ghana are apparently organizing a protest to basically convince the American authorities to bring Ken back to Ghana. And remember that Ken himself is going to court today over his immigration issues, and so would fare. Everybody is waiting keenly, or with bated breath to find out what the outcome of that court decision would be. But in the meantime, back home here in Ghana, there's a group, Arise Ghana. They're organizing a protest. We'll find out what the protest is all about and whether this protest will make any difference at all. Anyway, so Seydou, I'll beg you, please give us what you think about this, and then as and when we get Bernard Mona, we'll just speak to him briefly, no more than 5 minutes, and then you can come back.
Well, thank you, my brother Moro, once again.
No, we have to talk about your constituency too. You know,
it's fine. I'll get there.
Okay.
Moro.
Yes.
Political parties work to win power, and governments make parties to lose power.
This is deep.
Parties, they work for power, and the style of governance and style of government appointees, government decisions make parties to lose power.
I need to put this up on my Facebook poll.
There are two. So you see, the MPP is in opposition. They will do everything to work for power. They get the power, and decisions they take, appointments they make, conduct and attitude of appointees will take them to opposition. So that is how it is. And that is my layman understanding of how parties win power and how governments make parties to lose power.
Interesting.
So two different things. So, Moro, I have said that every political appointee or any appointee in government, if your party wins power and you get appointment, I have always said that the appointors should be very, very mindful of the caliber of people you appoint. Even when you appoint them, make sure you supervise them. Don't leave them to go and work. Honestly, there are some who think that because I was party this, or because of my association with this person, I'm untouchable. So the position is mine. It's for me and my family. You see, and that is, I'm trying to let you know how apathy sets in as far as, governance when the party wins power is concerned. Do you understand? So you win power, make appointments, then people are not there again.
You win power and people are not there again.
Yeah, after winning power.
I'll please beg you to pause here. You win power and the people are not there again.
Yeah, after
Question
winning
is,
power.
where are they? What are they doing?
They are in government.
Okay, so we'll get there. Let's speak to Bernard Mona now. Bernard Mona, good morning. Hello, Bernard Mona.
Good morning, Chief.
Yes, how are you, boss?
Good morning, Chief.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Moro?
I'm fine, thank you, Bernard. I hope you're doing very well.
By your prayers, I'm keeping well. Currently at the frontage of the U.S. Embassy.
What are you doing there?
Requesting the U.S. We are asking that Ken Ofori-Atta should be returned, and the United States of America is keeping Ken in the U.S. We think that there is a lot more questions for him to answer in Ghana than to be detained in the United States of America. Consequently, we have to picket at the U.S. Embassy for the next 2 weeks from today so that we can demand of the United States to return Ken to Ghana.
But the matter is in court. What do you want the U.S. authorities to do?
Well, I'm not sure that there is anything about court when the courts of Ghana are competent to handle the issues involving financial impropriety, the issues involving domestic debt exchange and the consequences they have had on the economy of Ghana. That President Akufo-Addo himself regrets so much. There is nothing about keeping Ken Ofori-Atta in the United States. He committed no crime apart from visa overstay in the United States of America. What he said in Ghana has to do more with financial impropriety and others, and that is why we want in Ghana. So we are confident that the U.S. will extradite him after our picketing in the next 2 weeks, after which, if they are not able to extradite him, we will review our operations. For now, we are picketing from 8 o'clock to 4 p.m. daily for the next 2 weeks. After that, we may review to sleep over the United States Embassy in Accra.
Oh, so Bernard, are you in other words suggesting that the court processes must stop, must halt, Ken Ofori-Atta brought back to Ghana to come and face justice? Is that what you're asking the U.S. authorities to do?
Before today or before now, Ken Ofori-Atta was not a wanted person in the United States. He has always been a wanted person in Ghana. And therefore, if you have to go by the accounting principle of FIFO, first in, first out, then he should be brought to Ghana to face the justice in Ghana. If thereafter, he can go and face any justice thereupon in the United States of America. But what he is facing now has to do with his request for permanency in the United States of America. He has overstayed his visa, but he has also applied to the United States so that he can have permanent stay in the United States. Unlike the earlier stages where he indicated that it was out of ill health that he was in the United States. Today, it is no more about ill health. It is about fear of what they will come and do or what will happen to him. And I'm saying that we are not hyenas, neither are we cheaters to want to eat Ken Ofori-Atta alive. All that we want him to do is to come and handle the situation that he has gone through with the people of Ghana. And that's basically it. I'm not sure that anybody wants Ken Ofori-Atta's meat for anything.
But if you listen to people who are very close to him, so Mr. Kofi Bentil, for instance, is somebody who's very close to him. I'm talking about Kofi Bentil of Imani. If you listen to Mr. Frank
coming to the U.S. Embassy, you can see the sirens of the police.
Yes.
They have brought in their riot control equipment, and the place is buzzing with music. And so I have to move a little further all the way towards Lord of the Wings in order to do this interview with you.
Oh, okay. So what it means is that we may have to call you back. Is that it?
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Wow. That's Bernard Mona. He's one of the conveners of Arise Ghana. He tells us that they're protesting in front of the American Embassy, which is right here around Cantonment in Accra, Ghana, where they are requesting from the U.S. authorities through the embassy here in Ghana to release Ken Ofori-Atta for Ken to come and face justice in Ghana. I was just about to ask him that, in fact, he says they'll be doing this for the next 2 weeks, and they'll start at 8 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. every single day. And on days that they are tired and they can't go home, or they can't find, they're tired, they can't go home, they'll just sleep in front of the U.S. Embassy. I don't know whether they can sustain this for the next 2 weeks. But I asked him, I said, look, the matter is before a U.S. court in Virginia. And so are they asking the court to truncate the court processes and bring Ken back to Ghana? Or what exactly are they asking the U.S. authorities to do? He says, well, before Ken was arrested by ICE, they knew that he has some questions to answer in Ghana, so they should just bring him back to Ghana quickly. Forget about the court case, bring him to Ghana, let him come and face justice, and then when Ghana is done with him, they can send him back to America. I don't know how that practical that will be. But my question to him was that, look, there are persons who are quite close to Ken Ofori-Atta, the likes of Mr. Kofi Bentil, Mr. Frank Davis, also a member of his council, who have said that Ken wants to come to Ghana, except that he is dead scared. I mean, his petrified. He's very, very afraid that when he comes to Ghana, we may not treat him well. We will manhandle him, and that's why he doesn't want to come home. In fact, as we speak, we're told by some sources that his son, so I'm sure his firstborn or so, he's an American, is doing everything possible to file for his father. And Ken himself has the option of taking advantage of what they call the Trump Gold Card. It's just $1 million. All you need to do is just to show that you can pay $1 million and pay some $30,000 for as filing fees, and you're good to go. You're home and dry. You're an American. It's that simple. So he can take advantage of that. Of course, he's shown beyond all reasonable doubt that he has the capacity, he has the wherewithal, he has the money to be able to buy that the citizenship. And so, if he can do that, he can. It's an option he can elect, okay, to exercise. And so, perhaps indeed he wants to come back home, but he's not too sure. Now, my question to him was going to be that these kinds of demonstrations wouldn't that sort of, confirm his fears that perhaps there's a certain determination, a dogged one, to get him back home for whatever reason. And so that's sort of like we'll just say, well, it validates his concerns and fears that he may not necessarily be given the best of treatment. So I don't know. I was just going to ask him that question, but he says that he needs to reposition. So maybe at some point during the program, we'll get him back to talk to us. Yes. But we're having a very interesting conversation about how parties, generate apathy. They build all the roads, they do all the right things, the economy is good, but the party people will not come out and vote and say because nobody's minding them. And I asked about the model where the parties would appoint people from or draft people from the party's office into government, party officers into government to address that, but still it's still not working. What is the problem? And Seidu is trying to help us understand that.
Yes. So Moro, all I want to say is that if you get appointment into government by way of your party winning power.
You said people get appointment and they vanish.
Yeah.
That's what you
got. Some people, I'll come back there. Okay. Some people get appointment. You see, you were with the people.
Yeah.
You were there with them 24/7. You get power, your party wins power, you are appointed, and it's so difficult for you to reach out to the same people. And all you keep on saying is that it's the workload. You understand? Moro, there are some people in your life as a politician or as a government appointee that you don't have to wait for them to be the ones to call you.
This is interesting.
There are some people, you don't have to wait for them to call you. Moro, there are some people, when I don't hear about them, even at the polling station level, I reach out to them.
You do?
Yeah, at the polling station level. Because I have traveled far with them. I've gone far with them. So if you are not hearing about them, can't you reason that maybe they are trying to reach you, they cannot get you? Do you understand? So I have always said that.
But that's very thoughtful.
Yeah, you don't have to wait and say that and be waiting for the person to be the one to call. Why not? My constituency, I segregate it very well. So there are some people, each area, that once in a while I sit down and I'm like, oh, I haven't heard from this person from this village for a long time. Let me reach out to him. Do you understand? Let me reach out to him. Let me go and say, yesterday, I have a chairman that me and him have worked well from 2008.
Okay.
So yesterday, I sent him Momo. Then, after some time, I then called. Then he picked. He didn't even know I was the one. Then I said, oh, he was mentioning other names. He was suspecting some other. I said, no, it's me. It's me, Cletus. He said, oh, Chief, how are you? I said, I'm fine. Then we talked, we greeted. Oh, he was so happy. Chief, thank you for reaching out. I'm grateful. Then I said, oh, let them check on your phone. I've sent something for water. He said, oh, Chief, God bless you. You will live long. That's all. So all I'm trying to say is that, Moro, we know governance is a whole lot. We understand that perfectly. You have official activities to undertake. But in the mix of all these official activities, you should remember where you are coming from. And you should remember what brought you to that office. And you should also remember that when you were coming, there were people there, and they left and you came. And you will leave and go and meet the same people. So, Moro, I was DC for Jirapa. I could walk from the assembly to the residency. Anybody, those listening to me, knowing the assembly, I will do that just to have opportunity to socialize with people on the way I stop by, because that's the only time they may be able to see you.
Yeah.
You understand? So don't take the positions above the people. I have said it, Moro. Even if you are the president and you walk into Nima Market without a bodyguard, but everybody knows you are the president.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you are the president. So, and I have always said that people should copy, should be humble. If you are humble, if you live a humble life, irrespective of your position, you will only gain more respect from the Ghanaian. More, remember, the Ghanaian, by our culture, our nature, we respect people.
We value respect.
And we value respect than anything. You understand? So if you conduct yourself as such, I tell you that you will always be the hero of the people. The people will always held you in high esteem. So it's a plea. It's a plea that, look, like I said, parties win power and government decisions, government appointees make parties to lose power. That is how it is. With my little knowledge, my little experience in this game. So I tell everybody, so Moro, it then tells us that if you make appointment, wherever you get the appointment from, whether by your connection with a big man, by the connection with the party, by whatever, but remember that you have the duty to serve the people. The people put you there.
But some of the people...
One thing that...
Some of the people are also unreasonable.
Listen, I understand, Moro. You are dealing with all kinds of people. When you wanted the power, you went to all the unreasonable people.
Yeah, that's true.
You went to them. So when you win power, they will come with all the unreasonable demands. But you need to have time and engage them. Moro, let me tell you, if you are dining with the people, irrespective of your position, I tell you that the people sympathize with you.
Right.
When you get power and you are far away from them, like you are eating, you are chopping manus them. So if you get power and you still associate with the people, they get to know the challenges you face, and I'm telling you that they sympathize with you, they empathize with you. But when you stay away from them, I tell you that they will bring you down.
But
if it is your house, they used to come and you take my Wala people will call it tea conject, lifting with the milk and all of that. If that is what you were taking, let them still come and you take the same thing. They will understand and know that it's not rosy. You understand? I go to home, people come to my house and they rather are always sympathizing with you. Say, hey, you people want to kill this young man. Yeah, look at the crowd. You understand? But you have time to talk to them.
So it's always about money.
No. It's always, look, Moro, but if somebody comes to you for money and you don't have money, will you kill yourself? No. But don't disrespect the person.
They work hard for the party. You every day say you don't have money.
Listen, Moro, no. Engage the person.
Okay.
You want 1,000, I don't have 1,000.
Okay.
I can get 500. Okay. Take it. If I don't have 500, and I say, okay, take 100 cedis and buy fuel and go home. Come, when I receive salary, I'll give you something. Moro, it's a language. It's a language. You understand? Let's respect our followers. Let's don't get power and live above the people.
So say do.
Moro, let me add this. Let me add this. Today, if you assuming a person that you've done all the dirty work with, the person get appointment, then you go to the person, then his aide or secretary tells you that, do you have appointment with him? Moro, that is so annoying, It's so annoying.
Yeah, you have to
and let me tell you, Moro, let me tell you, all I want to tell our appointees on this platform is that thing is a no-no. It's a no-no because, listen, let your secretaries compile the names of people that are coming to see you. You then tell your aide or secretary to go back and tell the person that come on this day. It's respectful. But don't let your aide be the one to respond to them that you have appointment with the person. Moro, you were coming to me for vote. And when you were coming, you come at any time. You come midnight, I wake up. You come 2 a.m., I'm there for you. Look at the time we go for rallies. 2 a.m., 4 a.m., people are waiting for us. Moro, then you get power. The person comes to you and your aide tell the person that, do you have appointment with him? How is he going to have appointment with the person? So you have to facilitate that. Tell your aide or your secretary that when they come, schedule them. You understand? Schedule the person and tell the person that, okay, today he's tight, but if you can wait or come the next 2 days or come in 5 days. That's respectful than you telling me that you have appointment with him. What the hell? let's desist from those things. That's why I tell you that parties work to win power, and decisions and actions of appointees make parties to lose power.
Don't worry. Let me help you out here. Anyway, please take some water. Take some water.
So all I'm trying to say is that Moro,
yes.
And I'm saying that, look, the appointees of the current administration, I will credit them for some good works they've done so far. And I'm sure the president has always cautioned them to serve the people and they should live a humble lifestyle. Yeah, he doesn't miss his words on that. You understand? But you see, there are also some who just think that they are in their own world. No, don't do that. No matter any position that you get or that you've had by way of green letter, it is because the party won elections.
So it's the people's position.
It's the people's position.
It's not your position.
It is not. You are only being chosen amongst the lot to serve at a time. So don't come in and behave like you got it in your own right, in your own. You didn't write exams for it. Tell me who wrote exams to be appointed a minister.
But Seydou,
tell me who wrote exams to be appointed a chief executive.
Remember that, Seydou?
Yes.
Not all the appointees also got appointment as, strictly speaking, party people. Right?
Yes, I understand that.
So,
even that.
Yeah,
even that.
So I don't know the party people.
No, you don't need to. Moro, let me tell you, honestly, if you listen to the president, Moro,
yes.
Have you been listening to the president? You are to serve the people, even irrespective of the person color.
Whether BBO in this?
No, serve them. Serve them. Moro, you are sitting on government taxes. You are using government resources. So I'm just saying that I'm trying to respond to your question that they haven't appointed a party person.
Yes.
But once you have been appointed, do the right thing, do the needful. Do the needful. I am saying this because, Moro, look, the manner in which you handle people, nobody, Moro, you can construct all the good rules in this country. You can construct good schools. You can construct good hospitals, but your party can lose power depending on the attitude of your appointees. You depend on the attitude of your appointees. So it is very, very critical for every party to observe, supervise, monitor the people you appoint. If you appoint them and leave them to go and do what they want, you don't even care how they treat people, I tell you that it will come to hunt that party.
Should this monitoring be done by the party or by the government?
By the government and the party. By the government and the party. But particularly the government. But okay. listen, Moro, but particularly the government.
Take someone like Mustafa Gbandi.
Yes.
Who's the director of operations at the presidency?
Yes.
Deputy, actually.
Yeah.
My understanding, and I stand to be corrected, is that he's supposed to be like the bridge between party and the government.
Yeah.
Do you think someone like Mustafa should be in charge of monitoring? Because you recall, I think a few weeks ago, he was complaining about some appointees who have already forgotten where the party was before, and have neglected the grassroots. And that's at some point you start naming names. You know what I recall?
Well.
No, I'm just saying that just to sort of emphasize the point I made, that Should it be government or party? You say it should be both.
What I'm saying is that, Moro, that is why at any level of our governance structures, we have what we call, let me even say, separation of powers.
Right.
So even the president has somebody checking him. So that is how it should be in our governance. Somebody must watch the minister. Somebody must watch the conduct of the ministers. Somebody must watch the conduct.
But that's why you have the chief of staff.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what the chief of staff is supposed to do.
Yes.
You understand?
Oh,
I understand that, but I'm not even.
He's like the headmaster.
Yes, he's like the headmaster.
Supervising over the teachers.
Yes.
Yes.
So Moro, we need to. You cannot just be on your own. As far as the governance, our governance structure is concerned, somebody must supervise you. The chief of staff too must be supervised by the president.
So good. It's a very interesting point he's making. So is it the case that when appointees are misbehaving, it means that the supervision is weak?
Yeah, Moro.
Moro. Do you get it?
Moro, yes, it's a fact. It's a fact.
Or sometimes I may know somebody is misbehaving, but there's a difficulty.
But that's why I said that if your party wins power, irrespective of how you got your position, you should know that it is because the people work for the power.
Yeah, but
so it's not about your relation with any strong. It's not about your relationship with any.
You are painting an ideal situation, as if to say everybody thinks.
So if you are not thinking, they should take you out. There are people who can think.
Who brought him there?
So that is my why I've said it. Salam, you heard me say that. I've said that when the party wins, no matter your affiliation to any big person in the party, once you get appointment, Moro, remember, even wealth, we all chase riches. But it's one thing looking for money and one thing keeping money.
True.
That's why people get wealth, it get finished.
True.
You understand? So that's how power is. So one thing looking for power and getting the power and one thing keeping power is different.
Yeah.
They are not the same. So people must understand this dynamics. That when you get power, you are now looking at how to keep the power. That's why our friends couldn't keep it beyond the 8 years. We want to go beyond 8 years. So I'm sounding a word of caution to our appointees that they should be cautious in how they handle people. It's not about the official assignment. The official assignment, yes, is necessary to keep governance running. But watch your back, where you came from. Watch your back. Don't, Moro, we've seen what happened in the MPP. So can't we learn lessons? So can't we learn from the humble lifestyle of the president and other officials of government? We should learn. Even if you don't know, even if you don't understand, copy. There are some humble lifestyle. They are living. They are working. Yet they have time. Oh, look, there are some ministers, CEOs. When you go to their offices, it tells you that they are connected with the grassroots. It tells you that they are connected with the party because when you go to their reception, you will see the numbers. You understand? And there are some you go there, you don't see anybody. You don't see anybody. It tells you that they are not out there for the people. They are just there to do governance. And governance alone. I'm not saying that it's not good to do your job, official job. You must do it. But I have said that. Remember where you came from.
Yeah, but he was probably in the classroom.
Yeah, if you were in Moro, listen. If you were,
I was running my private business.
Moro,
you asked me to come and help you with your government.
Moro,
what are parties supposed to do in my office?
I have said that wherever they take you from to come and serve in government, Moro, remember people voted to get you that power.
So Saidu and Salam and the two of you will help you with this. What kind of orientation do appointees go through? And this orientation I'm talking about, I'm not talking about orientation in terms of what is required of you as chief executive officer of this office. No. Orientation in terms of the things you're saying, that this appointment is not for you and your family.
No.
Orientation such as you are for the people. No. Orientation such as don't be telling people to be booking appointments with you. That get your secretary to do ABCD.
I don't dispute that people should not book appointments. I'm saying that Don't let your PAs or secretary 10 people away.
Good.
It's so disrespectful.
Good. So those
you understand? So all I'm saying is that
Moro, to do this.
Moro, it is the appointee. I'm saying this because look, when you get appointment, if I have my PA,
yes.
me, I have always told my PA, okay, that look, anybody that comes to see me, it's your duty to come and inform me. Don't turn them away. I will know how to deal with them. You understand? I will know how. Moro, I was DC for Jirapa. Then there were times I used to live with my cousin. He'll come and tell me, they say, hey, today the crowd. I said, oh, don't worry. He said, if you can pass here. I said, no. How? I can't run away from them. They voted, that's why I'm here. I said, I asked him, were we living in this bungalow? No, we're not in the Nizam patrol. So if we can come and sleep here, get to see their votes, why do you think we should avoid that? I said, go and buy bread, plenty, and come. Let's do tea. Serve everybody. I'm prepared. I'll come out and meet them. Moro, a simple things. A simple demand. It's a relationship you build.
Salam. You know.
You understand? You don't run away from them because you need them tomorrow. So I'm cautioning that Moro, when you are appointed, there are privileges I get today that many of the people who suffered haven't gotten. So if you sacrifice some for them, what is wrong with that?
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know.
Share the time with them.
I don't know whether the NPP also has the same arrangement where the party's general secretary is a part of cabinet, not as an official member, but in an unofficial capacity. The philosophy undergirding this is to make sure that the party feeds the government on how. There's a nexus. Thank you. Quite clearly, it's not working because from 1992 to today, every time political parties have lost power, you'll always hear about party as a factor.
Yeah, Moro. Recently, I think sometime last week, I saw a news card of the chairman of the NDC.
Okay.
General Mosquito, begging party people to.
Yes. He's been going on. He's not on the thank you talk.
I think, he said it on the thank you talk. Right. So I made a comment.
Yes.
I said, Chairman, yours has rather started too early. The clamoring and, the throwing of tantrums, the complaints have started, I think, a bit way too early.
Right.
We started hearing, the rumblings and the murmurings from the ground.
Right.
Ending 2018, thereabout, getting to 2019.
Yeah.
That's where the murmurings began. Then, it ran through the course of the government.
Right.
It is a very huge work.
Right.
Like you rightly mentioned, both national chairman, in our case, and general secretary are part of cabinet. So the state party position as far as issues are concerned, and also when they transition into the political sessions of cabinet, the state of politics and so on and so forth, the party and government are able to, be on the same page. But usually, what translates outside is the issue. Look, I feel pained. Some of the young people I worked with in, say, 2014, 15, 16, when I see them and they have not gotten anything to do, work, appointments, or anything. And up to the time we lost, there were some of them I could still see that, they were left behind. And you like it or not, it will touch you. You will feel it. You will feel the pain, of these people. And they have harbored the pain for some time, and, to the next election, they lose hope that, look, essentially, I have been left out. And I kept saying in the course of the campaign that I think longevity of party in power would inure to the benefit of all. But we are in a situation where someone looks at you and say, you are talking longevity, eh? You are eating, you are chopping. You are asking me, I should tighten my belt. I should keep on voting for you people. So people feel, despondent, despaired, dismayed, and angered anytime, they see you people supposedly those eating as against them. And it is always going to be the feeling that some would feel that you people are the high, you people are okay, you're enjoying, and especially the grassroots would always feel that there is that disconnect, between top and down. And the grassroots, when the anger gets to a certain limit, they will take it down. Moro, let me tell you something interesting. 2016, December, I was in the living room. I was in Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's house when President John Dramani Mahama called in to concede. So yeah, the jubilation, the shouts, and I remember the president at the time. He emerged out of his office. He had an office in the house. He came out of the office. I was standing just close to the office. He stopped in front of me and tapped me and said, "Good job, you have done well." Then went, changed, and came out before the acceptance speech was given at his house in Nima. When I got home, I did 2 raka and told God that I don't want power to get into my head. That was my prayer. And over the course of time, there are things I did on purpose. I didn't take government bungalow. Okay. So the whole 8 years of NPP, I didn't live in a government bungalow. It was on purpose. The government vehicle I was given, I think after a year or so, I took it back to the office. I sent it back to the pool. I hardly drew fuel from, they have a fueling point at the castle. Yeah. I hardly drew, state fuel.
Why?
I wanted to be as normal as possible so that I could still feel how the ordinary person feels. Look, they gave me service passport. I hardly used it till date. I prefer traveling on my normal passport, my ordinary Ghanaian passport, than any other passport you give me. And even in the future, even if you give me a diplomatic passport, I still prefer my ordinary, green passport. I hardly use VIP in anything. I wanted to be as ordinary as possible. And anybody who knows me and has been around me will tell you, when I was in government, mostly I shared my salary every month.
Really?
Yes. Anybody who is close to me will tell you this. Because those days, when people call me and I tell them, okay, call me at the end of the month. At the end of the month, I wasn't going to conjure the money from somewhere because I was waiting for Controller and Accountant General to do claim, and I'll pick it and start giving 1,000, 500, and so on and so forth. Commitments that I have made, then I would offset it. Because what opposition taught me way back is how to survive. And that's the skills we are still using, that the small things we are able to do, is able to keep
body
us,
and soul together.
Yes, keep body and soul together. The sacrifices we make for party people are many. But most of the time, sometimes, they don't feel it because they have already valued you at a certain amount. So no matter what you do, sometimes it is not. But sometimes people also do understand that you are sacrificing for them. So we must all reach a point that party people also feel that, okay, our people are trying for us.
Yeah.
What do we need to do? Can we get one party, say ANC in South Africa, that has done since 94 or so, how many years now? 20-something, 30-something years in power. So longevity affords the party some space to be able to reach out to more members of the party in terms of support and all that. But most of the time, in our case, everybody wants their pound of flesh. And the kind of systems we operate, We, in this election that we are going, in total, we have about 120,000 officers of the party. So if we satisfy 220,000, to satisfy 220,000 base alone is no joke. People want employment, jobs, work. Is the biggest demand. You know, aside those who come to Accra, come to Honorable, is in the office, he's a minister or so, they go to his office and he doesn't know that they are coming. You like it or not, you have to find transport for them to go back. Yeah. And, you know, not everybody has the temperament, you know, the training has gone through a certain grassroots, through the mill, you know, training, and is a people's person, would have time, even when you don't have, you know, you have time to explain, to even interface with the people. So it's a lot that goes into party management. Okay. And that's why I keep saying that we should exercise a lot of patience and restraint when we are trying to build a party. Look, a political party is an association of like-minded people. We think alike. And for the purposes of political party, we are interested in political power. So in the course of it, we must be, you know, aware of the issues and how we are all going to manage them. And I think that going forward in the future, NPP government should ensure that there's constant interaction between government and the people. We tried it. Right. It's not that we didn't. Okay. We tried it so much, you know, but we have to find a certain, maybe a cell system approach of reaching out to the grassroots, the people down there, for them to understand that they are not left behind. Right. That we are moving with them. Okay. And that is the only assurance that you can have everybody following you. Otherwise, we are going to be doing this in, out, you know, that we are doing. So when party people are angry, they will take you down to teach you a lesson. And when other people too, when they start moving on the same road, like I've seen my good friends, they are on the same path. They are running down the same road. And like I said, Chama, we are waiting for you to get to the end.
So we are cautioning. So Moro, back to this point. All I want 8 secretaries or appoint me. When I go, if I go to your office and your aide come to tell me that do I have appointment with you, it's so annoying. I don't even want to hear that. That's not your role. Let me tell you, if you, the secretary, the aide, let me add the appointee or the officer, all you need to tell your aide is that let them compile the names of people who are coming to see you. Those you can deal with, you deal with. Those you cannot, let your secretary go back and tell them that come on this day. But don't say, have you booked appointment? Do you have appointment with him? If the person can assess him, you think he will come there? Yeah. Do you understand? That's the insult. If the person can see that supposed big man, you think he will come and sit there. He will not come and say, where is he going to get him to book the appointment? You are the one who should book the appointment. So all you need is take the person's details. Please sit down, have a seat. Let me go to my boss. Even if you haven't even gone to see your boss and you come back, knowing your boss schedule, then you come back to say that, oh, he has ABCD meetings, come on this date. You understand? That's respectful. But don't tell the person that, look, there are instances. To some extent, there are instances.
But you see, individual styles also matter because we differ in character. So, whereas you are a people's person, you are free-spirited, somebody is there, you know, the person is a bit.
So you don't have to be in government. Yeah. So that's why I said that they are appointments. Listen, so that's why I talk about it's your fault. You have to be removed. You should go. You understand? So Salam, such a person should not be in government. You should stay away. You are demoralizing people. Yes. You shouldn't be in government. That's what I mean.
I wanted to ask the two of you before we take this break whether as part of the KPIs for all appointees, it's also how you treat party people.
I think it should.
It's part.
And it must
Yeah,
be added.
it is.
Yes,
It's
apart
part.
from just
It's part.
I was in a number of retreats, you know, CEOs, ministers, and as a national officer, you know,
they are
we
mostly
attend
part of this
cabinet, you know, political sessions. And when you go, the president, everybody is quite clear that, look, make sure that you reach out to the people.
Sure.
Appointees, you know, they go through workshops. You know, make sure that when people come to your offices for support, whatever it is,
they don't listen.
You know, find a nice way to treat them.
They don't listen.
It is always the case. People, they are always spoken to. But like I said, so look, if we are going to give personal stories,
Moro,
encounters with people, look, you go, they are very nice people.
Yeah.
Moro.
Somebody is there, you don't need to call the person before you go to the office.
No.
I know.
Anyway, no. Moro, it's not everybody that needs appointment. Look, I have had an experience.
I agree with you.
I've had an experience where a minister goes to see another minister. Then the secretary is like, do you have appointment? I said, to hell. What do you mean? Go and tell him. It's not your duty to tell him whether he has appointment. Go and inform your boss. So all I'm saying is that if the bosses are the ones who has instructed them to be behaving the way they are behaving, it's totally wrong.
They work under instructions.
So yes, I understand, but that is totally wrong.
I agree with you.
It's absolutely wrong. Moro, what does it mean if an MP calls a colleague minister MP and you don't pick? You haven't made effort to reach out to him. What does it mean? Because you are busy. No, that's disrespect. That's disrespect. What does it mean if a colleague minister call another minister, you don't answer? You haven't reached out. What does that mean? That's disrespect. We should not work like that. I have said that. Let's know that people were in those positions before we came, and we will exit. Exit in dignity. When you exit, you should be able to integrate. There are people today who were in MPP government who were so powerful. Some have even run away. They have even run away. So people, these are lessons to people. They have even run away. They don't want to come back to Ghana. So the memory of the dead is a warning to the living.
I mean, there were some who they will reach out to you, you reach out to them. At least
I have said that we have nice people in government, and even the president. I have said it. The president lifestyle should be a reflection on all the appointees.
The person gets small posts. 1 month you are calling the person, or say the person is busy. But let some chick is been chasing calling. No, you pick.
Yeah, my brother.
Oh, you pick.
No, Salam. I'm not. Salam. It's a caution. Salam. What we are discussing here is a caution. We are discussing how to keep power when we win power and all. And I've related it to even wealth, money. You can work for money and it's finished. That's why you have people who are rich today, tomorrow they are poor. So that's how power through it. You can get it today and then give it out by way of your own style of governance or the way you handle
it. Some of them are not even reachable.
You understand? So that's what I mean.
Some you can't reach.
We have very nice people. All I want to say is that people should emulate the good examples of the president. He's so simple. He comes down. He wants to associate. Everybody should do that. Let's reach out.
All right. Well, I don't believe that in politics and with all other human endeavors, advice and admonishing people is enough. I think sometimes you have to crack the whip.
But I think
if you have a strong party,
it happens,
and the party works hand in hand with the chief of staff office. Some appointees whose names have come up several times for neglecting party people must be called to order. If it means writing a letter to the person and say, look, information reaching us indicates that you are doing ABC. You either set up or you have to find your way out. You know, but it's
I think sometimes some of them is good. Some of these things happen, but because
it doesn't come up.
Because it's not.
Well,
you know,
if they write a letter to you, if they write a letter to you, you're still not minding people. Then they just have to write a second letter.
But it's a real problem.
It's a real problem. It's not as simplistic as we.
It's not as simplistic as.
I agree with you. Anyway, so we'll take a short break. When we come back, speaking about party and party organization and how party the strength of a party influences the strength of a government and so on. Your party is going to elect its flag bearer. Now I can't even say your leader because per your new party's constitution, there's a national chairman who's a leader.
Has always been.
It's always been.
Has always been.
So whether in opposition or in government?
Yes.
Okay.
The national chairman has always been the leader.
So what happened the last time was only to emphasize it?
Essentially.
Or to make it official?
Make it official.
Okay.
Because it's the national chairman that convenes
everything.
The highest decision body making of the party. That's conference.
Right.
The second highest decision making body, National Council. The third, which is the National Executive Committee. He chairs steering committee.
That's a very powerful position.
Yes, the national chairman has always been the leader of the
party. So as the national youth organizer of your party, we would be counting on you to tell us a bit more on your own assessment of how the campaign is going so far, whether candidates are conducting themselves properly, whether the messaging is correct. If you have any words of advice for some candidates, aspiring candidates, that's fine. Tell us how many delegates we're looking at, confirm the time, venue, basically how things are going to look like on the D-Day, and so on and so forth. Electoral Commission, printing of ballots, and so on. And so you would just walk us through that maybe for some 10 minutes so that we are all on the same page. But the Daily Guide this morning is reporting that there's some moves to get aspirants to sign a peace pact. I don't know what is informing this, so you would explain some of that to us as if you have some more information on this. You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Please stay with us, don't go anywhere.
Confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal toothpaste. Kel Charcoal toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, some make us a papadia to a mammy man for Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so by a man is swing, and a sans of Mamma Hotel so a will bedroom.
Kel Charcoal toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel. Happy Smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Oh, Jose, and I made the SMS. Can any pan, Nasana, Michiana, what de me? A drain I didn't quano, Kingdom Garlic Bitters. No, more benefit. Me benefit wine. Also, what told dear? Abrewa, the smile, our brand. Mishuve, one antique crana wabre. No Kingdom Garlic Bitters and any capsules. Nanya Wadia Brebia.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters and the capsules. Assembly, a devil when Amawani Ajise. Send your name, wife, company one personal. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules and tea. Say, see, and password.
Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. A many genius from Debefi, Abrebia. Obebia o de Pua Hauno. Edroba Kupa Wihiane Tremendous Capsules. Tremendous Capsules, SSC Uma Uya Besima. Edno you benya bi obebi ayeton robia. Kingdom Herbal, no challenger.
Wabedum time aso. Hey, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Makwaya ma besisia. Abozege. Akache say no ya konate and the more drink woman. Hey. But I didn't mean. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eddie, Dabio, baby womb. Ready? Hey, baby womb. Ah, Eddie. I'll cause some discomfort. Ah. Sorry, well, uncle, where would I why your funeral?
Say a Pesori insecticide GB at a user. Co pharmacy in a shop biamu. Na mum say a pharmacy supermarket and a shop ra. Na repedudu to a cotonwa. On for Royal Dutch and our Aerofield Trading. FE spray with Daimwa.
Healthy soil is where every great harvest begins. At ACAP, we turn waste into wealth, producing rich organic compost made right here in Ghana for our farmers and our future. Whether you are planting small or big, ACAP compost improves your soil, boosts your yields, and saves you money. Even in your own home garden, give your soil life naturally. ACAP compost, from waste to wealth.
The festive season is here again, and your most preferred estate partner is giving you 25% discount on land sale. Yes, for our Bronya Asase promo, Estate Masters is offering this massive discount for outright purchases. This includes free indenture, free site plan, and a free site visit. So what are you waiting for? Rush now and secure a plot of land while it is still hot. Reach out to us using the numbers below or visit our website at www.estatemastersgh.com. Estate Masters, your most preferred estate partner.
In every school, there is history. In every homecoming, there is pride. But in 2025, pride became competition. From convoys that shook the streets to colors worn with honor, from powerful reunions to legacy projects that will stand forever. Metro TV asked one bold question: which school truly owned the legacy in 2025? Welcome to School's Homecoming 2025. Who is who? Send your school name, convoy videos, speech and prize giving highlights, and your 2025 legacy projects to 0550-090-702. School's Homecoming, my school, my pride. This event is sponsored by Zoom Lion and Appointed Time Printing. School's Homecoming 2025 is a Metro TV event supported by Original TV, Original 91.9 FM, and Metro Digital.
All right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My guests are here. So first of all, my name is Audu Moro. And once again, I'll always say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Now, my guests are here. Seydou, Kletu Seydou Dapla is MP for Jirapa. And also Salah Mustafa is the National Youth Organizer of the MPP, aspiring to become the National Organizer of the party. Now, we've received quite a number of messages on this. Apparently, our viewers are really enjoying this conversation because I think that a lot of people can relate to what we're talking about, you know. So, Fifi Kofi Busiapinyi says, good morning, my brother. May Allah bless you for today's discussion. Could you believe that some of the appointees have even placed our numbers on busy mode and they are blacklisted us? Unbelievable.
DND.
They say you won't believe this, but that's the reality. But they shouldn't forget that political power is not property. A big man will ask you to see him in his office, and when you get there, the secretary who wasn't part of the campaign will tell you your name is not part of the list, so you can't see him. And he says tomorrow is pregnant. And if you know Fifi Kofi Busiapinyi, he's a very hard-working, foot soldier of the NDC.
So that secretary should be able to compile the list and reschedule them.
How difficult is that?
That's the point. I don't know. That's the question. That's the question we should ask. But don't dismiss them.
Anyway, Alasan Sisi from Zenu Central says, good morning to everyone, especially to my hardworking MP, Honorable Cletus Mr. Mo, the subject this morning is interesting. And as Mr. Salam has said, some of our CEOs are doing worse. Today, some have the courage to tell party members they are not in the office for the party members. And it's unfortunate on their part. As for the MPP flag bearer race, they have no choice in Bamia, but whether that will give them power is another thing for the future. And if this current fundamentals is to remain like this to 2028, the MPP with Bamia as flag bearer can get 20% of the votes. Now, so my very good friend from TV3, Komla Kuluche, he sends a very interesting message. He says, the new trick is disappearing message.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah. Some of the appointees actually have configured their phones such that as soon as you send them a message, after a few minutes or 1 hour, it just disappears. So when you call and tell them, oh, well, I've been trying to reach you, say, oh, I didn't see you. Are you sure you sent me a message? You know? And it said disappearing message says on WhatsApp. It said, it began with day. That's what Komla Kluche says. Now, Prince Henry from Kofrida says, you're still from the state and you want to be treated as a king. Who does that? The current president of Ghana, His Excellency JDM, was investigated and discharged over nebulous Airbus. So why should Ken be treated differently? The MP should know that the more Ken runs from investigations and interrogation, the party will continue to be seen corrupt and bad in the face of Ghanaians. Musa Abatwa from Asawase says, Musa, I'm sorry. Yesterday I couldn't read your message. I'm so sorry about that, my friend. And so I totally agree with your point about the need for some ministers and CEOs to sit up because their attitude contradicts that of President Mahama. However, these MEP members have no shame. Who introduced Bamia as an economic measure with an antidote to Ghana's economic challenge in the first place? They have now been badly exposed as presiding over the most incompetent economic management team in Ghana's history. You should understand that it would be better to bring forward Ken, Brian, or Kwabena, any other candidate, rather than trying to force Bamia down the throats of MEP delegates, because that would result in their worst defeat over in 2028. Shaggy in Nima says, Dear His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you gave somebody ambassador to Nigeria. He did not appreciate it. Kindly let him resign and focus on East Ayawaso people. Has suffered without any appointment. Shaggy from Nima sends that message. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm says that, good morning, my brother. Honorable Cletus has made my day this morning. He has said it all, but I hope his colleague ministers are listening to him and they have to learn from him. More, the disrespect the party functionaries are going through, seriously, in this very government. Some of our appointees have become so power drunk, they don't even respect anyone. Some of us use our own small resources to buy data to defend this party for a very long time. But you go to some of the appointee offices for information and you will not be allowed to even see them. It's so sad, but let's see how it goes. Hey, Charlie, complaints are a lot. Say, it looks like your party has to sit up. Anyway, Abdul Kudu says that, good morning, my boss. I'm enjoying the discussion. Now, the bit of our politics is a two-way. The arrogance of appointees and the ingratitude of the full soldier. It is good to ask the appointee to be available and satisfy the needs of the full soldier. The full soldier who has benefited must not join those who have not benefited to condemn the appointees. If a party in government does not get it right with the behavior of appointees and full soldiers, the road of lamentation becomes longer as the exit door from government becomes closer. Politics is a complex game. Salam Mustafa 2023. I see. That's a quote from Salam Mustafa.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this one from Kojochu Mbuafo. He says that, good morning, Moro. It appears that Salam only prayed for himself because if he had extended his prayer of supplication to his colleague, Ghana wouldn't be in a long jam. It is in today. Kenneth Furiata wouldn't have made 188 million cedis from contracting loans for the country and collecting commissions for it, alongside his deputy Charles Eduboain, who made 100 million cedis from doing same. I could go on and on about PDS, miscellaneous, rented aircraft, and other scandalous activities of the erstwhile administration, but I won't. I need to go to work so that I can retrieve some of the money my family lost to DDAP.
Senior, good morning.
He's always doing propaganda.
Senior, good morning. You are doing a good job.
All right. Now, Prince Kumoji says, Mora, are you sure he made that prayer? We saw the things he did, though. Okay, all right. So somebody says, don't trust that you prayed after a nice victory, after you left Nima. Now, Samuel Brian Boabeng says, Moro, Ken can come and nothing will happen to him. He has not stolen a penny from the state. Those who have stolen from the state have instead been rewarded with juicy appointments and they are currently serving in the present administration. My brother Kojochu Mbuafo should rest. Samuel Brian Boabeng sensed that. This one says, bro, those appointees who are behaving, they were not part of the struggle. That is why they don't appreciate what the foot soldiers are going through. Kalio Man. Well, it is true, but there are also some who have been in the trenches with the party, but for some reason, as soon as they got the position, they got the appointments, they have changed. Maybe one of these days on Good Morning Ghana, we have to start mentioning names of people who are not serving the people, so that maybe just in case they don't know, we would have to let them know that there are too many complaints about their character, and so the earlier they set up, the better. Otherwise, names will start going out. Anyway, so the other messages, I'll read them later. But again, if you come to Daily Graphic today, speaking about your party's upcoming, elections. Now it says MPP flag bearer race aspirants to sign peace pact. Ebenezer Keyam-Ponsah says all 5 flag bearer aspirants of the New Patriotic Party will on Thursday, January 22, sign a peace pact aimed at fostering unity among them as well as ensuring peaceful primaries. The Member of Parliament for Ifia constituency and a member of the MP's Presidential Election Committee, Isaac Yabo Amanyako, who disclosed this to Asasi Radio, said former president and representatives of the National Peace Council will also be a part of the signing ceremony. He said on Thursday, we are going to sign the peace pact. All the aspirants, together with our former president and the Peace Council, will sign a peace pact that commits them to the outcome of the election. The peace pact is to make it clear that whether you win or lose, you owe it to the party to pull everybody along. According to him, the initiative will help prevent tensions that may arise from factions, as well as issues of security that could affect the election process, adding that the Ghana Police Service will oversee the election and therefore warned that whoever makes an attempt to disrupt the election will be dealt with. Now, I'm sure that, Salam, you have heard Ken Ejapon and some other persons who have said that they are fully aware that, let me just read the story quickly. Election Watch demands police intervention to ease rising tensions in MPP primary. This one is from the Insight newspaper. Election Watch Ghana has called on the Ghana Police Service to convene an emergency meeting with all flag bearer aspirants and the leadership of the opposition New Patriotic Party to establish clear guidelines and enforce a strict code of conduct ahead of the party's January 31 presidential primaries. The move, the watchdog says, is crucial to de-escalate rising tensions and ensure a peaceful electoral process. So that's with Election Watch Ghana. And this comes at a time or in the wake of comments by Mr. Ken Ejapon, who says that he's aware that some aspirants are mobilizing thugs to basically steal the elections or to rig the elections in favor of some aspirants. First of all, let's start it this way. How are preparations going? Is the party on course for the 31st January event? And so far, how do you see how the campaign is going?
Very much so. We're on course.
Okay.
11 days to go. Today is 20th. On Saturday, 31st January, is D-Day. Essentially, 11 days to go. From where I sit, almost all processes are complete, albeit still one or two issues left to be ironed out. From what I understand, today printing of ballot would start today, and I'm sure the aspirants would have their teams at the printing centers, monitoring the printing of the ballot and so on and so forth. One thing I can assure is that the election is going to be free and fair, like we had in 2023. Nobody would be able to twist about 215,000 people to toe one direction. Okay. I'm not sure that can be done. And elections are going to be held in every constituency plus one. So 276 plus one. That's the one at national headquarters, where national officers and some other category of voters will be casting their ballot. Otherwise, all other voters would have to vote in a constituency. Okay. So everybody would go to their constituency and go and cast their vote with all. Yes, at a designated polling center. I think the polling centers have been released, and every constituency knows where the election is going to take place. They select the place and they submit it to the Presidential Election Committee. Moro, National Council, acting on Article 13 of the Constitution, invoked the process to have presidential primaries and thereby constituting a committee. So the election is not being conducted by national officers. It is a committee chaired by the former Deputy Speaker, the Honorable Joe Wise, that is, in charge, supervising the processes leading to the elections. So we don't have direct power to influence, the processes as it were, because they derive their power from National Council of the party. So be it as it may, I am very much aware that in terms of security, that has been given to the police service. The election will be conducted by Electoral Commission as dictated by the Constitution, that the Electoral Commission, runs every public election in this country. So the election is going to be supervised, it's going to be run by the Electoral Commission, then security supervised by the Ghana Police Service. Agents would be there, all the aspirants would have their agents there to ensure that, one man, one vote takes place at the end of the day. So it's a very simple process that we are going to undertake on 31st January. We are not going to reinvent the wheel. We have been doing presidential primaries in the party for God knows how long, since 1992, 96, 1998, 2007, 2010, 14, and all the way, to the very one we are looking forward to having. And for me, at the end of the day, we should have a story to tell the Ghanaian people. Indeed, parties are products of adaptation. And from what we have seen as NPP, understanding our dynamics, we made it a point that we go in for early, presidential primaries and then come and sit down on the table and begin the reconstruction of the party. Do proper reconciliation. One thing we didn't get so much time to do in the 2023 primaries that left some rough edges, that some people still felt peeved, and one or two, issues that they felt were not, in their favor, so they didn't give off their best for us to be able to get all hands on deck and, take the fight to the NDC. We want to avoid all that. We want to finish and have enough time where we can sit and do proper, stock taking and how to correct a lot of the wrongs that took place. The apathy, how do we re-ensure, how do we hedge ourselves? How do we assuage the pain of the grassroots? And how do we reassure them that what happened, it will not recur, and that their interest is on the table, is supreme for all of us to champion. So I pray that these last days we should all be mindful of the collective interest of the party, such that post the primaries, unity would be easy to have. If we do not, and we create bigger problems, then essentially we are going to run in circles. I have said this time without number, none of the presidential candidates can win elections on their own. None of them. They all need the party to win. If that is so, the party remains the most potent vehicle to deliver presidential elections for the party. That is why for everything that we do, we should look back at the party, whether your horse is strong enough to pull the cart. If it is not, then there is a problem. If your horse is running and leaving the chariot behind, then essentially you are leaving everything behind. So we must make sure that the horse is strong enough to pull the cart, the chariot, whatever that it has to pull, to ensure that we are able to safely cross. I remain very confident looking at the numbers. I like to work with numbers, data, because we are in a period where our politics has become more of art and science, and that you have to do a lot of thinking. Because these days, when people want to, so to speak, steal, they don't take macho men to, ballot boxes and go and take them. We are looking at transmission and so on and so forth, and some other petty errors. So the data for me is reassuring that the 1.7 million difference between us and the NDC, that 2.1 million people who voted for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2020, who didn't turn up to vote in 2024 for all the various reasons. If they turn up to vote in 2028, we will be able to cancel the 1.7 million and still have a change of about 300,000, 400,000, which will safely cross the NPP into victory. We have a window of opportunity to return to power. Okay. But we, as a party, must now convince the Ghanaian people that we have put ourselves together, we've gotten our acts right, and that they should entrust power back to us. And that's why I want to appeal to all the presidential candidates that we are all one. I don't think there is any one of them I don't know personally. All 5 of them. I mean, gentlemen of good standing in the party. And I think that not just for them, but for us who are young people in the party and the generations yet to rise, we owe it a duty to leave a good legacy that we can always refer to. That our superiors left us a united party, and that we also owe it a duty to hold a united party to bequeath to generations behind us. If our seniors destroy it, then essentially there will not be any party left for us to give to anybody. And I think that it's a party we all love. It's a party we all dearly put our energy, everything into. That's why in this crucial stage, we should be careful with, the rhetoric, our, discussions, the things we say, and so on and so forth. And if we are able to control the narrative, the commentaries, and all that, it will really help. Look, when I read on social media, when I come on social media and I see how my own friends, brothers and sisters at each other, it worries me. Why? I must be honest.
Why does it worry you? Because we're told, why does it worry? Because we're told that these things are normal in really competitive politics. And then after the event, you come back together as one family.
I have seen primaries upon primaries in the
past.
In the NPP. Our primaries have always been very, very hot. Why I worry is the fact that it is the young people who are deep in it, steep in the conundrum, in the whole rumpus. And for me, growing up, that if God gives me the next 40 years, I'll still do politics. I don't think that we should get to a stage where I see my brother and, we cannot have the relationship we used to have because we quarreled at a point in time because of primaries. So I want
when you listen to Salam, let me find a question to you before I come back to Sedu. When you listen to the kinds of comments that have been made so far, we've heard some stuff from Ken, we've heard some stuff from Brian Champon, we've heard stuff from Dr. Yes Osei Trum. Is post-event reconciliation and healing possible with everything we've heard? Because I see a certain deep-seated, passionate, you can call it hatred towards some of the aspirants. And this is not just about your policies or ideas are weak, mine is better, stronger. This is about somebody just hates somebody's person. They just hate somebody's personality. Is reconciliation possible? And can it be genuine? Can it be authentic? Or people just pretend and say, well, let's allow bygones be bygones, but what is in there is still in there. Is this something that bothers you?
It does. It bothers me. I think that we would still have to do genuine reconciliation.
Is that attainable?
I think it is attainable. And we must make it attainable. Like I said, in the building of a party, so many things come into play. And reconciliation is one of them. Unity is a critical factor in going into elections, especially competitive elections like Ghanaian elections. And this one, all the actors know, we all know it. If at this stage you don't understand the importance of unity, then you are way behind in terms of gravitas as far as the political construct is concerned. Okay. Everybody understands the power of a united front, where, you see, politics is such that people, especially the grassroots members, coagulate around individuals. So there are people who are die-in-the-will supporters of, say, Dr. Bawumia. People saying hardcore supporters of, say, Kennedy Agyapong or Brian Idichum, and Kwabena Agyapong, Kala. There are people coagulate around them. So in order to have all hands on deck, you must find a way of bringing all of the people to the fray, by ensuring that the individuals they coagulate around also join. And that's why we should be particularly careful in the things we say. Look, you like it or not, whoever emerges will need other people to join and campaign. And that's why I worried, if DMB, should attack Ken after the elections. How do you get Ken to come and genuinely support you? Or Ken attacking DMB? Yes. How do you get him to genuinely come on board to support? You need that support. For the need is a must. We need the people to come together, for us to prosecute, a campaign together. That's why we must be cautious, careful with the narrative, the rhetorics, with the commentary at this particular stage. And let me end on this note.
Does calling somebody, and I don't want to mention names, does calling somebody a liar, calling your fellow aspirant a liar, constitutes a breach of the ground rules regarding this internal contest and internal campaign? Is that a breach?
I would have wished that we do not rehash the words, so that they don't remain.
The difficulty I have is that the difficulty I have is it's all over the place. But it's important for me to know what the party position on expressions like that. Is it against parties, rules and regulations, parties' ethos? I don't know. Is there something wrong with that?
Well, in terms of language and even sportsmanship, everybody would think that, it falls short. I'm not sure anybody would, gloss over it. And I want to believe that even Honorable Ken himself, upon sober reflection, having the attribution, the thing that it is supposed that DMB said that he didn't say, maybe upon reflection, he would have, realized that maybe I could have said what I said in a different form or shape. And that's why I'm still calling.
Do you suppose, should the party crack the whip?
Calling for a lot of restraint.
Should the party crack the whip?
Last few days. Nobody's bigger than the party.
Okay.
No one. And at every point in time, we should ensure that everybody play by the rules.
Right.
Okay. In the very moment people begin to grow bigger than the party, then we don't have a party anymore.
Okay.
And that's why I still remain that everybody should be subject to the rules of the party.
Okay.
So that it keeps everybody in check.
All right.
Then on this final note, I have seen, a setting. I just want to assure everyone that I've seen some discussions on TESCON album and so on and so forth. There shouldn't be hue and cry. We are still engaging the Presidential Election Committee on this matter, and at the appropriate time, once we exhaust all the conversations around it, I would come out and give a very detailed explanation as to what the position of the final position of the Presidential Election Committee is. But as we are now, some of the things I'm reading online is not the exactitude of the situation. So we are still engaging the Presidential Election Committee as far as the TESCON list is concerned. Look, I can give everybody the firmest of assurance that nothing untoward has been done.
Okay.
Nothing untoward. I, as a person, would not sit and cook an album to inure to someone's benefit. When I understand the ground rules of the party, that has not been done. But I understand one or two confusion around the subject, and we will clear it as a matter of time. My TESCON people will vote.
Okay. Let me just read these two messages, and then I'll give the rest of the 5 minutes to Seydou to conclude for us. I mean, he's not MPP. He's NDC, but I'm sure he has an opinion.
You should even let me use the rest of the time.
So Mante Bruce II in Takoradi says he's a lecturer at Takoradi Technical University. He says, Moro, one of the main reasons why I support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is his unique emotional intelligence. Have you ever seen or heard him reacting to any of these scathing attacks meted out to him by his opponents? My late dad used to use the following quote quite a lot. Think before you speak. And it says that read before you think. This will give you something to think about. Fran Lebowitz. The tongue has no bones, but it can break bones. Ghanaian proverb. To wit, Bawumia is the only man who can unite the party going to the 2020 elections. God willing, on the 31st of January, I shall vote number 3. Professor E. Bruce Amate, PhD, a.k.a. Mante Bruce II in Takoradi. Edmond says that, hey, is this Salam preaching peace? Wow, hope it's not just for his party alone today. Maximum respect to him today. And then Kojetu Mbafu is back. Kojetu Mbafu is back. He says, Moro, opposition indeed is a humbler. Salam Mustafa has been retransformed into the person he was before January 2017, when I knew him to be a very humble and pleasant person, even when he was being disagreeable. The bellicose declarations are all gone. Indeed, a certain philosophical nadir is becoming a hallmark of his countenance. I like the new and improved Salam. Salam, welcome back to earth. Long may you feet respect the reality of the Newton's law of universal gravitation. In other words, what goes up will surely come down. That's from Kojo. And then finally, this one before I bring Honorable in. Oh, this one. Yes, Samuel Brian Boabin says, our party rewards those who misbehave during internal elections, which is why this kind of shameful behavior is happening. Those who attack Adodi the most were handsomely rewarded at the expense of those who defended and supported him. My regards to former brother Salam. He should be like Honorable MP Samuel Brian Boabin. And Kofi Adoli says that, good morning. To sign a peace pact is to accept that there is war. Moro, please ask Salam if he's happy with the shameful handling of Kwabena Ejapong, Paula Foko, and recently Alan Kojo Chiramatin. The NPP needs to cure itself of Akufo-Addo, who is the architect of the party's embarrassing degeneration. Unfortunately, the available alternatives on 31st January don't offer any hope. God help them. Fuseni Donko, who is the deputy yes, the Deputy General National Service Secretariat. Yes, he says, please, can we get the real salam to the studio? Anyway, boss, I beg you, I'm just 3 minutes. I don't know how you're going to do this.
Oh, well,
yes. They say you're supporting Ken. Why? Some of the NDC elements are supporting Ken.
Oh, no, for me, okay. For me, it's not about Ken.
Okay.
But we need a very formidable opposition.
Right.
To for it enhances good governance and our democracy.
Right.
We will not wish the MPP bad. All I want to say is that, Moro, the last time I came here, I've said that anybody who cannot forgive, cannot let go, your humanity is questionable.
Right.
We are human beings. We will always step on toes.
Right.
But what matters is that everybody should have the heart of forgiving. There's no party. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know how my own will be. So I don't want to really think that the MPP they are already facing their own. So I don't want to pray. I don't know how our own will be. So I don't want to. All I can say is that I wish them well. The last time I came here before the Christmas, we discussed them here. Me and your Deputy General Secretary Haruna, we were here, and I have said that. You see, when you are contesting election with somebody that you are stronger than, you need to take a reconciliatory posturing. You don't fight back. Even when they attack you, they will be attacking you because they think you are the stronger candidate. So all I want to urge, I was telling him is that, you see, for unity, it will be difficult. But every party will try to achieve unity. Every party. Because if you go in, even in your own small family, if there is no unity, it's difficult. You understand? It hurts everybody. You can't move forward. So how more or less a whole political party? Okay. It won't be easy. Like he said, you can't write off the contributions of Ken in MPP.
Yeah.
His contribution from 92, how he has handled what he has contributed at the national level, in central region, and all of it. You see, when he became disgruntled, you saw the performance in central region. Right. Even his own constituency that he handled for so many years, the NDC took it. So it tells you, like he's saying, you can't write him off. Okay. You can't write the others off. Okay. Unity is a panacea in every organization.
Unfortunately, our time is up. I know you had a lot to say.
Yeah.
As for this one, I have to say
thank you so much.
I shall give the time to you. Thanks for watching Good Morning Ghana. Bye-bye. Have a good day.